The face of American industry is evolving. Once lively factories now stand still, a stark reminder of the shifting dynamics in the global economy. For years, companies have been relocating their production overseas. This trend, driven by the pursuit of lower costs and higher profits, has transformed the manufacturing sector. This shift has left many Americans feeling anxious. The sight of deserted factories and the silence where machines once roared have become all too familiar. Concerns about job losses and the decline of American manufacturing are widespread. The impact on local communities has been significant, with many towns struggling to recover from the economic hit. Two iconic American companies, John Deere and Ford, exemplify this shift. Their decisions to move production have sparked widespread debate and concern. John Deere, the tractor giant, has been relocating production to Mexico. This move is seen as a cost-saving measure, but also raises questions about the future of American manufacturing. Ford has also announced plans to shift some manufacturing abroad. The company cites global competition and the need to remain competitive as reasons for this decision. These decisions have ignited a heated debate about the future of American industry. Business leaders argue that these moves are essential for survival in a global market. Politicians have been quick to respond. Some view these moves as a betrayal of American workers, while others argue they are a necessary response to economic realities. Some argue that these companies are abandoning American workers. They believe the focus should be on retaining jobs at home and supporting local economies. Others highlight the economic realities of global competition. They argue that to stay competitive, companies must adapt to the changing landscape. The truth is more nuanced. It's not just about moving jobs overseas, it's also about automation and the evolving nature of work itself. This is a story about globalization, automation, and the complex choices facing American businesses and workers. It touches on economics, politics, and the very fabric of society. It's about finding a new balance in a rapidly changing world. As we look to the future, the challenge will be to adapt and thrive in this new global landscape. John Deere, a name deeply rooted in American agriculture, has been steadily expanding its presence in Mexico. Known for its iconic green and yellow tractors, John Deere has been a cornerstone of American farming. However, in recent years, the company has strategically broadened its manufacturing footprint beyond U.S. borders. The company has established new factories and made significant investments in Mexican manufacturing. These state-of-the-art facilities are designed to boost production efficiency. By leveraging Mexico's skilled labor force and lower operational costs, John Deere aims to enhance its global competitiveness. This move has sparked criticism from those who view it as a betrayal of American workers. Many argue that the shift to Mexico has resulted in job losses in the United States, impacting numerous families and communities. The sight of closed factories and unemployed workers has fueled economic insecurity. Former President Trump was among the most vocal critics. During his tenure, he frequently condemned companies that moved jobs overseas, citing John Deere as a prime example of what he called corporate disloyalty. He accused John Deere of exporting jobs and undermining the American economy. Trump's rhetoric resonated with many Americans who felt left behind by globalization and the changing economic landscape. His administration threatened tariffs on goods imported from Mexico. These tariffs were intended to penalize companies that relocated production outside the U.S. and to incentivize them to bring jobs back home. This sparked a trade war that had ripple effects throughout the global economy. The imposition of tariffs led to increased costs for businesses and consumers alike, and strained trade relations between the U.S. and its trading partners. John Deere argued that its decision to move production was driven by economic necessity. Company executives stated that to remain viable in a highly competitive market, they needed to reduce manufacturing costs. The company claimed that it needed to lower costs to stay competitive. By relocating some of its production to Mexico, John Deere could benefit from lower labor costs and more favorable business conditions. It pointed to the lower wages and more favorable business environment in Mexico. The country offers a range of incentives for foreign companies, including tax breaks and streamlined regulatory processes, making it an attractive destination for manufacturing. This episode highlighted the growing tension between American companies and political leaders. As businesses seek to optimize their operations globally, they often find themselves at odds with national interests and policies. It also underscored the challenges of globalization. While globalization offers opportunities for growth and efficiency, it also brings about complex issues related to labor, trade, and economic sovereignty. Companies are increasingly operating in a borderless world. The drive to maximize profits and shareholder value often leads businesses to seek out the most cost-effective locations for production, regardless of national boundaries. They are constantly seeking out the most advantageous locations for production. This relentless pursuit of efficiency and profitability is reshaping the global economic landscape, creating both opportunities and challenges for workers, businesses, and policymakers alike. The Trump administration quickly reacted to John Deere's decision. They implemented tariffs on products imported from Mexico. The goal was to penalize companies like John Deere and incentivize them to return jobs to the U.S. The tariffs had mixed results. They increased the cost of importing goods from Mexico, but also led to higher prices for American consumers. This contributed to inflation and negatively impacted some parts of the economy. Additionally, the tariffs did not address the core reasons why companies relocate production overseas. These reasons include lower labor costs, access to new markets, and a more favorable regulatory environment. Ultimately, the tariffs were a blunt tool. They caused economic hardship without necessarily bringing back manufacturing jobs. Section 4. The automation equation: robots, jobs, and the future of work. While globalization has contributed to the decline of American manufacturing, it's not the entire picture. Offshoring jobs to countries with lower labor costs has affected the American workforce, but another major factor is the rise of automation. Automation has also played a significant role. Machines and robots are increasingly capable of performing tasks that were once done by human workers, from welding and assembly to more complex functions. Advances in robotics and artificial intelligence have enabled the automation of many tasks previously performed by humans. These technologies are not only more efficient, but also more precise, reducing errors in manufacturing processes. This trend is transforming the manufacturing and agricultural sectors. Automated machinery is now common on factory floors and in fields, performing tasks from planting and harvesting to packaging and quality control. Factories and farms are becoming increasingly automated. Self-driving tractors and robotic harvesters are revolutionizing agriculture, while automated assembly lines and robotic quality inspectors are changing manufacturing. This leads to higher productivity, but also job displacement. As machines take over tasks once done by humans, many workers find themselves out of a job, leading to economic and social challenges. The rise of automation is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. It has the potential to reshape entire industries and economies, but it also poses significant challenges that need to be addressed. Automation can boost economic growth and create new industries. The efficiencies gained can lead to lower production costs and the development of new products and services. However, it also threatens to exacerbate income inequality and leave many workers behind. As high-skilled workers benefit from new opportunities, low-skilled workers may struggle to find employment, widening the economic divide. Policymakers are grappling with how to address the challenges of automation. They are exploring various strategies to mitigate the negative impacts while maximizing the benefits of technological advancements. Some are calling for investments in education and training to help workers adapt to the new economy. By equipping workers with new skills, they can transition to roles that are less likely to be automated. Others are advocating for policies such as a universal basic income to provide a safety net for those displaced by automation. This would ensure that even as jobs are lost, people can still maintain a basic standard of living. The future of work is uncertain, but one thing is clear: automation will play a central role. As we navigate this transition, it will be crucial to find a balance that promotes economic growth while ensuring that no one is left behind. Section 5. The price of protectionism: higher costs for American consumers. The conversation around globalization and automation often misses the effect on American consumers. When production is moved overseas, companies can manufacture goods more cheaply. This often results in lower prices for consumers, but protectionist measures like tariffs can disrupt this pattern. Tariffs make importing goods more costly, leading to higher prices for consumers. This can be particularly tough on families already struggling financially. Additionally, tariffs can stifle competition and innovation. Without foreign competition, companies have less motivation to innovate and enhance their products. This can result in higher prices and lower quality goods for consumers. In summary, while protectionist policies might seem beneficial initially, they can have long-term negative impacts on American consumers. Section 6. Ford's Global Strategy, Shifting Gears to Mexico and Beyond. The iconic American automaker, Ford, has been relocating its production facilities overseas. The company has revealed plans to transfer the production of some vehicles to Mexico. This move has sparked criticism from unions and political figures. Ford maintains that this shift is essential to stay competitive. The company is up against fierce competition from international car manufacturers. It must find ways to cut costs and boost efficiency. Nonetheless, Ford's decision has significant repercussions for American workers. The relocation will lead to job losses at its U.S. plants. This will have a cascading effect on the communities surrounding these plants. Ford's situation underscores the challenges many American manufacturers face. They are navigating the pressures of globalization while trying to maintain a foothold in the United States.